Good morning. Day 3. It got chilly last night. You can see our rainfly is pretty much frozen, but the sun is starting to hit, which is nice. We heard a bunch of elk last night.
And an owl.
And an owl.
And maybe a wolf.
Wolf or coyote. They didn't howl for too long, so not sure. But yeah, when I got up around 6, it was 26 in the tent. As soon as the sun hits,
no wonder I have all my layers on.
Yep, the top of my CNOC bag was frozen shut. Sarah's water bottle has some ice in it, so it got pretty chilly. So just warming up here, and I imagine it'll be a little bit of a slower start. And Sarah's gonna treat herself to some oatmeal. So we'll check in once the sun is hitting us. Okay, it's 8:30. We're packed up. The sun is warming things up nicely. There's still a lot of hail, snow, whatever on the ground, but so our feet are going to be pretty wet for a while, I think, going through these meadows. But yeah, time to get moving. Yep. We're going to be on the CDT today, the Continental Divide Trail, briefly. So we'll go check that out. And I think for the most of this trip, it'll be mostly down from now on. But
and lots of open, I think.
Yeah, so yeah, let's go see.
I found the trail.
All right, it's around 10 o'clock. We're climbing still at 11,800 feet. I think we still got a bit more climbing to do. We'll be on the CDT soon. It was a pretty big storm. It's everywhere we've gone so far, we've seen traces of snow. So yeah, it's a pretty wide area. We just passed an archer hunting for elk a little while back. They're a camp of 3. They're out for 2 weeks. And they already bagged an elk, so they're looking to get a few more, hopefully. That is the morning update. We're going to enjoy the sun and then keep on marching.
It's one big cairn.
All right, we are at 12,000 feet and climbing. And we have made it to the junction with the Continental Divide Trail. Amazing. A little piece of the CDT before we get back to Elk Creek Trail. So here we go. Really nice view of our route from this morning. Just started somewhere on that meadow and came right across. So the Continental Divide Trail tries to follow the actual divide as closely as possible, but you're rarely ever like on the actual Continental Divide. So right now, the divide is right up there, that rock shelf. So we're pretty close to it, but not on it. But you could definitely do some exploring. I like doing that. I've done that in the Weminuche Wilderness, set up a base camp, and then headed up and checked out the actual divide. I don't think we're going to have time to do that on this trip, but you never know.
Come this way out. Don't go the other way.
So we're taking a break at 12,000 feet, and we have spotted our meadows that we're going to be heading down to, down there in the valley. There's like 4 of them, so we're going to be making our way down there eventually. All right, we are leaving the PCT, getting back on the Elk Creek Trail, 7:31. All right, so it's 2:45. Not soon after we left the CDT, we had a tremendous amount of blowdowns and basically couldn't follow the trail, find the trail, know if we were on the trail. I mean, we had GPS, but getting to the trail was hopeless. So many blowdowns. And that lasted for a while, maybe a mile. It was a while. So we finally had a river or a stream crossing. I think it's Elk Creek, and still couldn't find the trail. And then eventually have refound a trail, believe it's the trail. So it's nice to be back on the trail. But yeah, going up and over so many blowdowns and navigating it does take a bit out of you. So we'll be looking forward to hopefully finding a nice campsite as we get closer to the 4th meadow. All right, so we've got camp set up by the 4th meadow. I'm gonna head on down to the creek, that away, to get water for the night.